Hello students, welcome to our English class. How are you all? I hope you are doing well. In the last session, we have studied the play Puru the Brave. Let us recollect the play. Puru was the brave king of northern India. He was a man of self-respect. He boldly faced the mighty King Alexander in the Battle of Jhelum. Though Puru was defeated in the battle, he did not lose his self respect and spirit. Puru was chained and brought to Alexander's camp. Alexander removed his chains and he put a proposal to Puru. The proposal was Puru had to be his vassal. Puru rejected his offer due to his self esteem. Impressed by his self respect, Alexander offered him to be his friend. Puru accepted it. They both became good friends. Now, let us move to the B reading. Home they brought her warrior dead, a poem. Students, before recitation of the poem, look at this picture carefully. Have you remembered anything related to this picture? Yes, your guess is correct. The person is in the picture is Mr. Colonel Santosh Babu, who martyred during the fight between India and China on 15th June of 2020, along with other 19 soldiers in Galwan Valley, Ladakh. Do you know, children? He was from our Telangana state, the town Suryapet. He was from a beautiful family. He was a good son, brother, husband, moreover, the best father. Now, his family misses him a lot. Who will bring back him to his family? Nobody brings back the son to his parents, the husband to bereaved wife, father to his daughter and son, the brother to his sister. Nobody fills his place in his family. There are no words to describe the saddest feelings of their family members. Now, his family has to live with the memories that he had left. His family might miss him physically, but he will always be with them as well as in the hearts of Indians. He will be remembered forever by his family as well as all Indians, as he had sacrificed his life for the sake of our motherland, that is, India. There were in the past and there are in the present such soldiers ready to sacrifice their lives for our Mother India. We can't imagine our nation without these three armed forces: Army, Navy, and Air Force. Children, here is a poem under B reading. Home they brought her warrior dead, which also depicts the grief of a martyred soldier's wife and the greatness of motherhood. This poem, Home They Brought Her Warrior Dead, is written by Alfred Lord Tennyson, an English poet. That means who was born and brought up in England. Children, before recitation of the poem, we learn the meanings of some new words. Then we can understand the theme of the poem easily. Glossary. Children, look at the picture. There is a soldier. The new word is warrior. Warrior means a soldier good at fighting. Next picture. A young woman fell on the ground unconsciously. So here the new word is swooned. Swooned means became unconscious. Next picture. Stole. Stole means moved silently. Foe. Foe means enemy. For example, fear is our worst enemy. Next, look at the picture. Tempest. Tempest means storm in the ocean. Children, now look at the poem. Home they brought her warrior dead. Written by Alfred Lord Tennyson. Home they brought her warrior dead. She nor swooned nor uttered a cry. All her maidens watching said she must weep or she will die. Then they praised him soft and low, called him worthy to be loved. Truest friend and noblest foe, yet she neither spoke nor moved. Stole a maiden from her place, lightly to the warrior stepped, took the face cloth from the face, yet she neither moved nor wept. Rose a nurse of 90 years, set his child upon her knee. Like summer tempest came her tears, sweet my child, I live for thee. Children, have you got summary of the poem? Can I sing the poem once again? Okay, children, listen to me once again. Home they brought her warrior dead. She nor swooned nor uttered a cry. All her maidens watching said she must weep or she will die. Then they praised him soft and low, called him worthy to be loved. Truest friend and noblest foe, yet she neither spoke nor moved. Stole a maiden from her place, lightly to the warrior stepped, took the face cloth from the face, yet she neither moved nor wept. Rose a nurse of 90 years, set his child upon her knee. Like summer tempest came her tears. Sweet my child, I live for thee. Okay, children, have you enjoyed the poem? Okay, now let us try to understand the summary of the poem. Once a great soldier died in the war in a battlefield. His body was brought home by his co warriors. On seeing the body of her husband, she did not say a single word, nor did she cry. Her maidens were worried whether she would die of shock or grief. So the maidens tried many ways to make her respond. They talked about his life, his goodness, his friendliness, but the wife of the soldier did not speak nor move. Nobody knew what was in her mind. One of the young women walked up to the martyred soldier and removed the cloth which was covering his face to make her grieve. But the maiden's attempt failed. The soldier's wife did not move nor weep. Then a 90 years old nurse placed the warrior's child upon the woman's knee. The woman turned to see her child and cried her heart out, promising that she would take care of the child and live for the child. These lines portrays a mother's true love, care, affection and attachment for her children. Children, now let us identify the rhyming words. Children, do you know why we use rhyming words in a poem? We use rhyming words in a poem to beautify the poem. Rhyming words help experience the rhythm of the poem. Children, now go through the lines. Observe carefully. The last word of the first line and the last word of the third line are pronounced the same way. Dead, said, dead, said. So here, dead and said are rhyming words. Now look at the last word of the second line and the last word of the fourth line are pronounced the same way. Cry, die, cry, die. Here, cry and die are rhyming words. Now, look at the second stanza. Here, the last word of the first line and last word of the third line are pronounced in the same way. Lo, fo, lo, fo. Here, lo and fo are rhyming words. Next, the last word of the second line and the last word of the fourth line are also pronounced in the same way. Loved, moved, loved, moved. Here, loved and moved are rhyming words. Now, look at the third stanza. Observe carefully. The last word of the first line and the last word of the third line are pronounced in the same way. They are place, face, place, face. Here, place and face are rhyming words. And the last word of the second line and the last word of the fourth line are also pronounced in the same way. Stepped, wept, stepped, wept. Here, stepped and wept are rhyming words. Now, look at the fourth stanza. Observe it carefully. The last word of the first line and the last word of the third line are pronounced similarly. They are ears, tears, ears, tears. Here, ears and tears are rhyming words. And last word of the second line and last word of the fourth line are also pronounced in the same way. They are ni, ti, ni, ti. Here, ni and ti are rhyming words. Look at the rhyming words once again. Dead, said, dead, said. Cry, die, cry, die. Low, fo, low, fo. Loved, moved, loved, moved. Place, face, place, face. Stepped, wept, stepped, wept. Ears, tears, ears, tears. Ni, ti, ni, ti. I hope you have understood rhyming words. Now move to the next section, question and answers. The first question: how do you think the warrior lost his life? Answer: the warrior lost his life in the battlefield. Next, second question: what was unnatural with the warrior's wife? Answer: when the warrior's dead body was brought, the warrior's wife didn't say a word, nor did she weep or swoon. It was unnatural with the warrior's wife. Now, the third question: what did the maidens do to make her cry? The maidens tried many ways to make her cry. They praised the warrior as the best friend and the noblest foe. They removed the cloth which was covering his face, but they could not make her weep. Now, fourth question: why did they want her to cry? Answer: the maidens wanted the warrior's wife weep because that was the only way for her to relieve from the grief. Otherwise, she would die of grief or mental agony. Hence, they tried to make her weep. Now, The fifth question: who succeeded in making her cry? Children, we all know a 90 years old nurse succeeded in making her cry. Look at the answer. The 90 years old nurse succeeded in making the warrior's wife cry. Okay, children, I hope you have enjoyed recitation of the poem Home They Brought Her Warrior Dead. Now you read the poem 3 or 4 times and try to sing it in your own tune. Children, in this poem, we learnt that the soldiers or the warriors are protecting our nation from our enemies by risking their lives. Now, there is a pandemic situation outside of our homes. So, stay home, stay safe. Outside, the doctors, nurses, the police, and the scavengers are trying to save our lives from COVID 19. So, I request you all stay home, stay safe. Let us wind up the session. Thank you.